Hey, what's going on? This is Matt Bowman, and this is Matt Bowman is Bothered, and I'm coming back to you. You thought I was gone. Some of you might have wished I was gone, but I'm not. I'm back. Back in the New York groove. I'm back with no plan. I've got no plan. That's not true. I have some plan as to what to do, but like many of the great citizens of the sovereign nation of Sri Lanka, I'm just making it up as I go along. You know? Aren't we all just kind of making it up as we go along? And that's kind of how I decided to live my life. Like right before this, I was like, hey man, you've got about 45 minutes to do a half-hour podcast. Why don't you eat an exorbitant amount of chips and salsa right before that? And that's what I did. I'm under the gun, and I was like, I need homemade Mexican food. That's what I need. Right now. Could I do it afterwards? Yeah. Could I have done it earlier? Absolutely. Did I decide to do it when I did it? You bet your soggy bottom dollar, boys, that I did. I did. And it was delicious. Sam, a white woman, makes an amazing, delicious salsa. Salsa? I mean salsa. They brought me salsa. I ordered salsa. Whatever. But it is a delicious salsa. And I have scoop chips. I mean, come on. Scoop chips. What, am I supposed to just leave those in the cabinet for someone else to eat them? I don't think so. I'm eating them. And I'm eating them with a delicious salsa. And I did that with about 15 minutes cushion either side. And so I did it. Cool. I'm actually going to take just a second and make sure that my phone is on airplane mode so that if someone calls me, it doesn't stop the recording. Guess what? Good thing I did it because it was not on airplane mode. It wasn't at all. And some of you might be like, Matt, why are you recording your podcast on your phone? Why don't you have a really nice camera? And it's because I don't want to. That's actually a lie. Oops, I lied. It's because I don't have any money to spend on one. Although although on a weekly basis I talk to about 30 of you, mathematically that doesn't translate to a lot of money. Uh-oh. And it also doesn't translate to, I don't even know what I was going to say. Sometimes I just I started a sentence and I just, like Michael Scott, I just hope I would find my way as I did it, and I didn't find it. And that's okay. That's okay. Because we're just trying to have a good time. Just trying to have a silly boy fun time. Silly boy fun time. How are you guys? You doing okay? You doing all right out there? It's a lot of unrest. A lot of unrest at work, probably. There's a lot of unrest in the country. The fucking people are news anchors that everybody loves are getting fired or leaving. The big TC, the big Tuck, the keep it tucked Carlson, he's out. And then Donnie Limes, Don Lemon, Don Lemon, He's out at CNN. And I don't know anything about either of why those gentlemen left, but I think it's good. I think that they both each represent something that's probably not awesome, which is just media that is just stirring you up into a stew of frenzy for both sides. You know, I don't know how you could watch, really, at least while they were doing their shows. Maybe they will change afterwards, but I don't know how you watch either of those people on a television show and not just be like fucking clowns. Both of them. Both dudes. I mean, Tucker, was he still wearing a bow tie? Or was that just in that Jon Stewart interview from 15 years ago? That's how little I watch. I also don't... If you watch the news like that, you're a fucking loser. How about that? That's what I think. It's just not good for you. It's not good for you. It is... No matter what side you're looking at, it's biased, so you're not getting the full story, first of all. And it's also just designed to make you unhappy, and I'm tired of that. I'm unhappy enough on my own. You know? I'm angry enough just by myself. Sorry, CNN. Sorry, Fox. Sorry, MSNBC. I'm angry and depressed enough already. I don't need you. I don't need you. You don't contribute anything positive to really anybody's life. Because anyone that I know that is, like, doing pretty good does not consume that much of that malarkey. I don't know, but you know who's really just not doing well? People that are fucking glued to that shit, dude. They are just wired in on, because that's their sports. That's their sports. Just let sports be your sports. If sports are your sports, then you have a silly sports time. But if you let politics be your sports, then people die. Now, if you let sports be sports, people die 20 years later because they cover up head injuries. But that's another thing. You know? Oh, man. Sorry. Sorry about it. Sorry about your head. What, you little headache? Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Maybe that could be a sound effect that I could have. Oopsie poopsie. But yeah, people are getting fired. People are leaving. I don't really know why. I think I saw some things that people that worked at CNN were kind of like, the undertones there were kind of just like, Donnie Lemon's a cunt. Like, kind of just an asshole, which, shocker. Shocking that guy's a dick. Have you seen him talk? He sounds like a vice principal that is just like, so like, oh, were you in the hallway? Well, why were you in the hallway? Do you have a guest pass? Do you have a note? Do you have a hall pass? Like, just so fucking condescending. To almost every clip of him is just him like I know you can only see his from his shoulders up in a lot of those shots, but I bet if you like could see the other part of it, he was just like, like, I just fucking annoying, just annoying. And then Tucker Carlson, I don't know, like, just so many times you just watch people open their mouths and you're just like, that's where you're going with? You guys had a briefing you guys had a meeting before the show, and no one was just like, hey, maybe we should vet that. Maybe we should vet that comment. Or like, you just see little clips of Tucker And you're like, yeah, that, no edit. A lot of times it feels like Fox News is just working off of a fucking rough draft. You know? They're just like, hey, here we go. This is, go put it out there. Like, should we look into the other thing? What? Get it out there. Put it on television. You know? There's no edit, no review, no peer-reviewed, whatever. I don't know. Speaking of peer-reviewed, is that good? I think that only applies to, like, scientific articles. I don't know. I started saying that, and I was like, I have something to say about it, but I actually don't, so I'm not going to say anything about it. What I will continue to say is that, yeah, I think that for the most part, news just makes you mad, and I'm trying to not be mad. So there you go. But then you also can't, like, it's such a rip in the taint, just like a paper cut on your balls, like a paper cut, like right where the sack comes together. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever seen a ball sack, a scrotum, if you will, there's like that part, there's like the seam that like runs like right down the middle of it where like it comes together. The real issue, it's like if you got a paper cut right on that line. You know? Right on that line. And the real paper cut on your scrotum line is that you do need to kind of know what's going on. Only the highlights. I want the highlights. That should be something. That should be there should be a section of just like an unbiased whatever. You don't even need an anchor. Maybe just a fucking tweet of just like, hey, here are the top 5 fucking things that are going on. That's it. And not like at the end of the fucking New York Times, I'm Michael Barbaro, and here's what else you need to know today. That guy's cadence bothers me. Here's what else you need to know today. That's not how you talk, dude. You say, here's what else you need to know today. Not, here's what else you need to know today. Like, figure it out. I didn't go to writing college, but I do talk to people a lot, and that's not how people talk. But just give me a fucking, like, the bullet points of just like, okay, here's what's going on in Europe. The war's still happening. Here's what's going on with food. People in East Palestine are still dying. And whatever. You know? That's what I want. Give me the highlights. But then you're just like, you gotta trust that they're like giving you all the information, and it's just like, I don't know, man. What do you trust? Who do you trust? Not many people, I'll tell you that. You can't trust many people, at least in those types of situations, because you don't know who's paying for it, who's behind the scenes, what people's agendas are, and maybe it was always that way. Because there's this idea of just like, you need to go back to like the Walter Cronkites or the Billy Zambines of the welcome to the CBS News Report and coming to you live from the surface of the moon, all of that bullshit, whatever. Like, there's like this romanticization of that time period where like you could trust the news, and it's like, maybe, I don't know, I didn't look into it, but at least maybe they were bullshitting us back then too, but people at least kind of trusted it. Now people don't trust it. And then when the people that have done things to make us not trust them see that we're not watching them and are like, hey, we don't trust you, then they throw a fucking tantrum, and it's just like, you Y'all did this. I didn't do shit. We didn't do anything. You dumb motherfuckers did by deciding to just not include facts, or if you got a fact wrong, to not like apologize for it or rescind or anything like that. I don't know. The fucking news is just most of the time just a bunch of whiner babies who are paid off by big corporations who, yeah, get mad when you don't like the shit that they do. And you're like, hey, could you try being honest? And they were like, no. I don't know. I wasn't planning on talking about any of that, but that felt good to like get off my chest. That felt nice. I've been taking some pretty mean dumps. I'll say that. I've been taking pretty mean dumps, and it's been quite the experience, if I'm honest. When I went on my road trip a couple weeks ago, my poop schedule, my shit schedule got kind of messed up. I don't know, like, because we were like traveling constantly. So like when I would normally I like wake up, have a cup of coffee, then kind of sit around and then take a dump a little bit later. But I kind of got off that rhythm, and it felt like it was backed up for a couple days, maybe like a full week. And we've been back for like 2.5 weeks now, 2 weeks or so. And it just felt real bad. Like you took a couple and it just was just like, whew. Man, this smells like New York City. It just was like a bucket of piss coming out of my butthole. That's kind of what it felt like, you know? And Ted! God damn it, dude. God damn it. I love my cats. I love them so fucking much. They're the cutest, most adorable little fucking boys. But every time I record a podcast, they want to come over and just fuck with everything, and it makes me want to throw them off of a building. I would never fucking PETA or whatever the fuck, but damn it, dude, it's so annoying. It's so, like, they pretend like the stand that my phone is on is just like, is this metal from Mars? I must smell it. It's like, you've seen this so many times. Please stop. Fuck you. God, dude. Makes me so angry. I don't even fucking remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about how, yeah, I've been taking mean dumps recently. So, like, I was backed up. Whew. I'm catching my breath from being that upset by those fucking cats. Man, I've really lost my train of thought. Fuck me sideways. This is their fucking fault. Fuck them, dude. God damn it. Oh, yeah. I've been taking really bad shits, and they are just, have you ever, like, taken, like, they've been painful? Like, they're, like, hot? It's just like, oh, why is, like, my keister is just, I mean, you could boil water on my sphincter. You know what I mean? Like, those kind of, like, you're just like, that was in me? That was in me. Good God. And, like, I don't know. Or they just like, oh. You ever, like, take a shit that's so rough that, like, you start making sounds like you enjoy it? Does that make sense? Where you're just like, oh. Oh. Oof. Oh, fuck, you know? It's just like if somebody walked by, I'd be like, I think somebody's getting blown in that bathroom in there. I think somebody's receiving a blumpkin in that bathroom right there. That's the kind of shits that I've been taking recently. And it haven't been ideal. It was also not ideal. I had to take a shit in public a couple days ago, like at a bar. Not like in a parking lot, like in an establishment, in a toilet. I don't want people getting the wrong impression of me. But I had to, and it was like a single shooter. There's just like, it's just one toilet, which I would like to address this as well. It gets me going in a negative way when establishments, a bar, a doctor's office, a Walgreens, any place that has a little bathroom, and it's just it's a door with one toilet inside and that's it. So it's just one person uses it at a time, you know? Those bathrooms, when they put like a fucking thing on the bathroom that is just advertising how good of people they are, because it's always just like, all gender bathroom, everybody comes, every pixie, all gen, use that. Yeah, because it's one person. You don't get points for nothing. Quit patting yourselves on the fucking back for doing nothing. That's been a shit room. Literally, people take a shit in that room one at a time. Doesn't matter who you are. You could let a dog in there and take a dump. It does not matter. But now you just have to advertise your fucking morality and be like, look at us. We have an all-gender bathroom. Oh, you mean so like men and women can use the same restroom? Well, no. It's just a single room with one toilet that one person uses at one time. So it's just a bathroom. No, it's an all-gender bathroom. Get fucked. Get fucked. Maybe in the bathroom, because nobody else can be in there. You can have sex in there if you want. But just the fucking self-congratulatory nature of everything, it pisses me off, man. But I was using one of the single shooters, one of the all-gender bathrooms. I was using it, and there is that moment when you go to a bathroom that's just a single use, and you have to take a shit. It does happen. People try to avoid it. But it happened to me the other day, and you have to do it. And there's that moment when like you're taking the shit, and it's a stinker, a little stinky, and you're like, whew, this is a problem. And then like while you're in it, you're kind of just focused on taking the dump because you're just like, that's your whole world. Like if you're taking a mean shit, it doesn't matter what Russia's doing. Like Russia could be in your own asshole, but you're like, no, but shit's coming out of it. So I'll deal with you in a second, Vladimir. You know, it's going to be okay. But in like 2.5 minutes after I expel this demon from my taint, yeah, when you're in it, and like as you're wrapping up, like as you're wiping, and it's bad. It's a crime scene, you know? And as you're wiping up and you're finishing up, you're kind of just like, oh, fuck. I really hope there's nobody on the outside of this door, you know? Like, I really hope there's nobody in line. Like, there was nobody in line when I got here, but man, I really hope somebody's not just waiting outside this door. Because then you have to, like, have that awkward look at them of just, like, hey, man, good luck. You know, like, just trying to, like, pretend that you didn't just absolutely turn that bathroom into Chernobyl. Like, it's, oof. And unfortunately, when I did it, it came out, and guess what was in there? Guess what was on the outside? Another person. And could it have been nice enough that it was just another guy who might have understood? Nah. Just about the last person you want to see. Just like a nice, cute, fucking 24-year-old girl. And you're like, I am so sorry. Get in there. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can really say at that point. Oh, man. I don't know. So, yeah, I've been taking mean shits, and single-shooter restrooms need to not be so self-aggrandizing. Another thing that restaurants that have bathrooms, or bars or places that have bathrooms, have we considered this? Have we considered that every establishment, just maybe, every establishment does not need to allow pets inside? Maybe, have we thought of that? Have we thought that maybe forever we've been cool with not having our pets inside, and now if you show up to a bar and they're just like, somebody has their dog with them, and they're like, hey, can I bring my dog in? And people are like, no, those people throw a fucking fit. Maybe everywhere doesn't need to have a dog in it. Excuse me, the terrier does not need to be in the library. Keep your animal at home. I'm sorry that both of you have abandonment issues, but I don't want dog hair in my chalupas. Get it out of here. And I don't mind if you have an outdoor patio, if you allow them on Tuesdays, that's fine. But like when I go to dinner on like a Wednesday night and we are inside four walls with an AC unit and a server, and I look over and there's just fucking scrumpkins, why is it here? It's if you want to have like a certain area for it, fine. But no, you don't need to have it at the Walgreens. You don't need to bring your pupper to the doctor's office with you. Leave your animals at home where they belong. How about that? Or leave them outside. I guess just not everywhere. Maybe, just maybe, everywhere doesn't need to allow every type of pet. Or maybe, just maybe, everywhere should be able to decide what they want to do. And if it doesn't jive with exactly how you want to live your life, maybe don't fucking go there. Oops. Maybe find a different place to go. I don't know what accent that was, but that's what's got me riled up and my jimmies are ruffled. Damn it. That's what I think about that. That's all I got to say about that. What else do I got to say before get out of here? My girlfriend likes, this has also got me slightly irked. High key, bro. High key irked right now. It's got me in a little bit of a tizzy where she likes to send me a bunch of TikToks. We send TikToks back to each other. Aww. And we'll send them back to each other. But her side of TikTok has like really, sometimes they'll just be like really sad. Whoa. Have you ever just like talked and then just like a burp comes out and you're like, oh my God, what was the fuck was that? Was that a ghost? I think a ghost just escaped my esophagus. But a lot of the TikToks that she sends me are very nice. But then every like seventh one will be just the saddest thing you've ever seen. Like, normally, she'll send me TikToks that are just like, top 5 date spots in New Jersey. Or the best tacos that are in my ass. And then after that, it's just like, we had to put Daisy down. She was an amazing pup, and I can't believe that after 4 years, she had to leave this earth. I'm like, please, don't send me that shit. Stop sending it to me. I'm still thinking about the Gordita Crunch that you just sent me and how I want to go there. But then after that, I'm just sobbing? If I'm going to eat a Gordita Crunch and then sob, it better be at 2:30 and I better be watching a really sad show. I don't want to be doing it on the train where people can see me. I don't want that. So if you're going to do that shit, first of all, stop. Second of all, if you just blow past first of all and you get straight to second of all, give me a heads up. Shoot me a text, a voicemail, a voice memo, something of just saying, hey, just so you know, one of these TikToks is about to make you piss tears. That's all I'm asking. Just give me a little bit of that. Give me a little heads up. Because if not, I'm going to be upset. Because Sunshine, the flowery dog, is dead. And then I'm now crying and it's your fault. You know? Because it's also just never like a text. It's not ever just like a page. Just like today. It's not like a Facebook post. Just like today was Dillinger's last day as the best Jack Russell I've ever seen in my life. It's never like that. It's always just like a little, like a video of when they were like a little pup running around and like playing, and they got like they're running through like a sprinkler, and they do like like the little shakes. And you're like, oh my god, this is really cute. This is really sad. I'm not sad. It's a really cute, funny, happy video. And then just like the next one is just like their fucking gravestone, and you're like, why would you send me that? Why would you do that? If you want to keep, there's a reason that's not on my For You page. Because that shit is not for me. That shit is for you, and keep it over there. I don't want to see sad dog, pet, lizard, bunny rabbit, none of that shit. I don't want to see him dying. Get it out of here. Don't put that on me. I'm tired of it. Putting the word out. I'm tired of it. I, personally, am tired of that shit, and I don't appreciate it. So if you know me, don't send me any videos of pets dying. Send me sports highlights like a real friend would. Okay? Sick. All right, well, as you can clearly see, Matt Bowman is definitely bothered today, and so that I don't work myself up too much and have to go on different blood pressure medication, I am going to get out of here. So please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Please follow on Spotify. Subscribe to my YouTube at Matt Bowman Comedy. Follow me on Instagram at Matt Bowman Comedy. Twitter at Batmoman. TikTok, Matt Bowman Comedy. As always, stay bothered, folks. We're doing fun stuff. Thank you guys so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.